Hi everyone, Joe Kehrig with the Kehrig Real Estate Team, and this is your San Ramon Valley Real Estate Update for the week of January 25th. Welcome. So I want to answer a question that I got the other day, and it made sense. I understand where this person was coming from. You know, we talk about that this is market. I haven't seen anything like it in my 43 years of selling real estate. As I mentioned last week, there were two properties in San Ramon for 1.1 and 1.3 that got 42 and 45 offers. It's absolutely nuts. And people are asking me, Joe, where does this end? And so what we talk about is, you know, we always have more inventory that comes on the market after, you know, the late spring, early summer. But is that enough to do it? Because here's what's happening. The question I got the other day is someone said, Joe, I read that, you know, we might have close to 6.5, 7 million sales, which is the most we've had in decades. So if there's no inventory, how do we set records as far as the number of sales? It's a great question. Well, what happens is inventory is coming on the market, but the absorption rate is so quick, it's getting snapped up by 42, 45, 10, 12, 5 offers on almost every property that is decent. You know, it's not way overpriced or move-in condition, except we talk about for condos, townhouses, and ones that have the 3, 4, 5 bedrooms and a yard. That's what really people are looking for. And that's the hottest segment from $1 million to $2 million. So where can this potentially end? Well, we know more inventory is going to come on the market late spring, early summer as people start thinking about selling, you know, during the summer. But it's going to take more than that. It's going to take the fact if the vaccine's successful and the economy starts to get better, is the Federal Reserve and the banks raising the interest rate. And people go, well, what does that mean, Joe? And I said, well, you know, if they raise them 0.5%, and people go, well, 0.5% isn't a lot. Well, 0.5% isn't a lot when, you know, they were 8%. But when they're 2.5%, that's a 20% increase. Because remember, this is what's been happening, you know, in 2020, we had 14 records set for interest rates. So what happened is prices kept going up, interest rates kept going down. So the dollar was the same for people. They could pay higher as interest rates went down. But now we're at the point where interest rates have kind of settled down, and it's going to work the exact opposite. So if we get more inventory that comes on the market, and we have a situation where interest rates go up 0.5%, because remember, that's a 20% increase. So if you have someone that can afford $1.5 million home and interest rates go up 0.5%, their affordability goes down to $250,000. So again, it's going to take not just more inventory, but it's going to take a combination of interest rates going up, which will slow the demand down because the demand's so hot and heavy right now, with, you know, a lot of urban wanting to come to suburban in the San Ramon Valley. So, and that's what we're seeing in the market. Let's take a look. You know, San Ramon, you can see again, and this isn't a good track. You know, we'll see what happens next week. But you have active sales went down and pendings went up. So it obviously is continuing to be a seller's market. Hence, we talked about the two properties in San Ramon with 42 and 45 offers. You see Danville. Danville's a little bit better, where you see pending sales go up, which now that we're over the holidays, you're going to see that. But you also see active properties go up. As long as we have, it's going to be a seller's market, but as long as we have where inventory is keeping up with pendings, then we're in good shape. Blackhawk, we talk about Blackhawk is just like nuts. 5 listings on the market in Blackhawk as of, you know, last week. And remember, the average price of those listings is $4.3 million. So you saw pending sales went down. Well, of course they went down. There's nothing hardly affordable in Blackhawk to purchase. So again, we're starting to see more stuff comes on the market. We'll really look at the absorption rate, you know, from that standpoint. In Alamo, the pending sales have gone up. Actives have gone up. So that's a good trend, just like Danville. Again, it's fine to have a lot of pending sales. It's just like when we saw in San Ramon, where we saw pending sales go up and active properties go down. One of the reasons for that, because in Blackhawk and Alamo, the average sales price is over $2 million. Where in San Ramon, it's closer to $1 million to $1.2 million. So it's like a pyramid. As things go down, things become a lot more affordable. And you see that in Dublin, which is one of the most out of whack markets, with pendings compared to actives, because the average price is around $1 million, and it's a lot more affordable to a lot more people. So you can see right now, and you see in Dublin, pending stayed about the same. Actives went up a little bit. So we are starting to see a little bit of daylight last week, except in San Ramon, where the actives are starting to come back. It's really going to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. Because I can tell you, we're talking to a lot of people about putting their home on the market. We're seeing a lot of coming soons that are coming up. So definitely, we're hoping, and not, again, it's not going to turn this market around. It's going to take a lot more than more inventory, because there's so much demand out there. It's going to take a little bit of the demand backing off, along with the supply, building up. And as we talked about, everything's selling at 100% or more on asking. And I would really expect, because like, especially in San Ramon, going up even from 105%, because that one property that was $1.1 million that got 42 offers, got 300,000 over asking. 300,000, that's like 25% higher. That's like 125%. So expect those, if you're going out there, and it's a nice listing, expect you're going to pay more. Again, if you want any help with any of that, because, the Kehrig real estate team, we were very blessed last year. We ended up helping 150 families sell $180 million of real estate. And so we're selling a home almost every other day. And so when we have our buyers, we have a really good pulse on what it's going to take to buy a home if there's 3 offers, 10 offers, 15 offers, because we're doing this every single day. So if you have any questions, even want to just get an idea of what your home, would sell for, again, no obligation. When we meet with clients, we're there as their advisors and consultants only, to give you the pieces of the puzzle we can, and then you make the best decision for yourself. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more, Joe Kehrig, 925-487-6838, joe at kehrigteam.com. And if you like these videos, please tap the like button and hit the subscribe button. And then click on the bell to receive alerts on new videos. We have one coming up that you don't want to miss. It's the Biden presidency and how it's going to affect real estate, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just as far as real estate standpoints, there's some good things, there's some not so good things, and there's some really ugly things from that standpoint. It's not political at all. It's just how it affects real estate. So again, I hope you and your family are safe. Stay safe. May God bless you. May God bless your family. And may God bless the United States of America.